Guys, this is a great one for the triceps here. So you can see I'm doing a rope push down, but I'm actually kneeling. And this just creates a variety factor in compared to standing, okay? So it's gonna isolate the triceps a little bit different, but you can see I'm just keeping my elbows stationary, focusing on doing 100% extension all the way down, and then also keeping my core extremely engaged throughout this motion, okay? So try it out, guys. Let me know what you think, and just remember to keep training with quality, and the results will come. Alright, so on these cable cross extensions, what we want to focus on is grabbing the balls of the cables first of all. That's going to create a more smooth motion, and then extend down and out to the sides of your body. This is going to keep it really easy on the elbow joints. Also making sure you bend the arms back together while keeping the elbows tucked back the entire time and keeping the shoulders stationary throughout this movement. This is a great variation to standing rope pushdowns. So you can see right here what I'm doing first is bending my upper torso over so it's horizontal and parallel to the floor, okay? And then what I'm doing with that rope is just bending my arms so it comes to my forehead, and then pushing down and spreading that rope straight in front of my face, okay? Contracting the triceps on the end. So slow and controlled movements, control that weight, and use a slow tempo, and really feel the contraction in the triceps. So this close grip dumbbell bench press could be used for chest or triceps. It just really comes down to how you perform the exercise at the end. You can see I'm pushing those dumbbells together, bringing them down to about the center of my chest with my elbows tucked in. And basically if I'm pushing up to the top and trying to lock out my elbows, that's going to be for triceps. If I'm keeping my elbows slightly bent on top and contracting my chest, that's more for the pecs, okay? So you got either one you can focus on. Just make sure you focus on the form. So right here you can actually see I'm trying to position myself so that my arms are parallel to the floor, okay? And I'm trying to keep my shoulders stationary here, all right? The main goal with this movement is to focus on the full complete stretch behind the head, and then pushing that rope out and extending them at the end, okay, to really hit those tricep muscles. So making sure you're hitting full range of motion is absolutely key, and just focus on the quality of each rep. So this is a modified incline dumbbell skull crusher. So what I'm doing here is I'm standing on the bench instead of sitting, okay? And this is going to allow for more clearance and range of motion for these dumbbells, okay? Because they will not hit the bench behind me. Also, I'm pushing these dumbbells together to allow for a unique and different stretch than your normal standard dumbbell skull crusher, okay? So try it out. Let me know how it goes. Remember, don't be scared to try new things so you don't hit that plateau and you always progress forward. So with this plank to push up, guys, just really make sure that you're tucking your palm back to where your elbows are. You can see that's what I'm doing here, and that's going to activate the triceps a lot more when you push your body up to the top, okay? So that's the first key and tip that you want to keep in mind. Also, really just making sure that when you're pushing your body up to the top, you're focusing on contracting your triceps all the way through, okay? And then also keeping the core tight, extremely important throughout this movement, because you can see you're shifting around your torso, okay? So just keep those things in mind, and you'll really reap the benefits. Alright guys, pretty old school exercise right here. So a few things you want to keep in mind is keeping that chest lifted up throughout this exercise. You can kind of see me doing that right there, okay? This is going to really help lead to more tension on the tricep muscle, and it's going to create some more clearance for that dumbbell. Also make sure that you do slower negatives with this exercise to really emphasize more tension on the long head of the triceps, okay? So that's the key with this overhead extension exercise, guys. Slow and controlled movements, not too heavy, really focusing on that form and contraction. So first tip with this exercise is that we want to step back 1 or 2 steps to increase the intensity on the cable. Okay, and then also notice that my wrist is staying straight. throughout this movement, and my elbow is staying to the side of my body. Okay, with the benefit with using the single arm is that we can slightly go behind our body. Okay, and that's going to work the long head of the triceps a little bit more. Obviously, doing the underhand grip is going to be working the long head a little bit more than the outside head too. So just keep these tips in mind, focus on the form, and focus on lifting with quality, and your results will come fast.